Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The candlelight flickered across his face as he smiled at me. The same smile I had fallen for 12 years ago. The restaurant was dim, elegant, soft jazz curling through the air like smoke. It should have been perfect. But something in his eyes wasn't. I tried to ignore it. I kept telling myself that the slight tension in his jaw, the way his phone screen lit up under the table, the way he kept glancing at it, those were just work things. Just habits. Just nothing. Happy anniversary, Sarah, he said softly, reaching for my hand across the table. Happy anniversary, Michael, I whispered back. His hand was warm, familiar, but there was something missing, an energy, a spark. I couldn't name it then, but my stomach tightened with unease. When I excused myself to the restroom, I remember glancing back at him. He was typing on his phone fast, head lowered, lips curled into a half-smile I hadn't seen in months. I told myself not to overthink it. It was our 12th anniversary. He loved me. He wouldn't do anything to hurt me. At least that's what I believed in those 5 minutes. When I returned, he wasn't there. His jacket was still on the chair. His glass of wine untouched. His phone, though, was gone. I stood there for a moment, confused, heart pounding just a little faster. Maybe he went to take a call? Maybe he went outside? Then I saw it. Through the glass doors that led to the balcony, a glimpse of him, standing close to someone. Too close. A woman. Tall. Dark hair cascading over her shoulders. A red dress that caught the candlelight like a secret waiting to burn me alive. My feet moved before my mind caught up. I walked toward them, silent, the hum of the restaurant fading into a low, eerie hum. He was smiling. That soft, private smile he used to save for me. And then she reached up, touched his cheek. His eyes closed. Her lips brushed his. It wasn't passionate. It was tender. Intimate. Familiar. The kind of kiss you give to someone you already belong to. My breath left my body in one sharp exhale. I froze, unable to move, unable to believe what I was seeing. 12 years. 12 years of love, of shared breakfasts, of late-night talks, of promises whispered in the dark, and now I was just watching him destroy it in the span of seconds. When he finally saw me through the glass, his expression collapsed. He jerked back from her like he'd been burned, but the damage was done. I had seen it all. He rushed inside, his voice low, frantic. Sarah, wait. I stepped back, my hands trembling. Who is she, Michael? It's not what you think, he stammered. His eyes darted toward the balcony, then back to me. Please, let's just talk. I laughed. A sharp, broken sound. You kissed her. What else is there to talk about? He looked desperate, torn between guilt and panic. It was a mistake. I didn't mean to. Didn't mean to what? I cut him off. Didn't mean to get caught? His silence was my answer. I walked past him, grabbing my coat. I didn't even know where I was going, only that if I stayed I'd shatter completely. Outside, the cold air hit my face, sharp and merciless. The city lights blurred through my tears. I kept walking, my heels echoing against the pavement, each step heavier than the last. He called me later. I didn't answer. He texted. Apologized. Begged. Told me it was a colleague, that it meant nothing, that it happened once. That it was confusing. That he still loved me. But love doesn't look like lies whispered between stolen kisses. For days I replayed it in my mind. Every glance. Every dinner. Every touch that now felt staged. I looked for the signs I'd missed. The late nights. The canceled plans. The way he'd stopped looking at me like I was the only one in the room. I wanted to hate him. I wanted to hate her. But what I hated most was the part of me that still loved him. A week later, I found myself standing outside his office. I don't even remember deciding to go. I just needed answers. Closure. Something. Through the glass walls I saw her, Laura. The same woman. The red dress replaced by a professional one, but the same softness in her smile. She looked up at him the same way I once did. When he noticed me, his expression drained of color. He came outside immediately. Sarah, please don't make a scene, he whispered. A scene. I repeated, my voice shaking. You made the scene, Michael. I'm just standing in it. He looked at me with something close to pity. That was when I realized, it wasn't guilt that filled his eyes. It was resignation. He wasn't sorry for what he'd done. He was sorry that I had found out. That was the moment everything ended. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just nodded, as if accepting the inevitable. Then don't call me again, I said quietly. You've already said enough. I walked away without looking back. But as I left the building, Laura came out after me. Her voice was soft, trembling. He told me you were separated, she said. My heart stopped. Separated. She nodded, eyes wide, realizing too late what he'd done. He said your marriage was over months ago. That was the final twist of the knife. He hadn't just betrayed me. He'd rewritten our story, erased me from his narrative before I even knew I was gone. In that moment, something inside me broke free. Not from pain but from illusion. I had lost everything that night, but maybe what I lost was never really mine. Because love that can vanish in 5 minutes isn't love. It's a performance. And the curtain had finally fallen. I walked home through the city lights, the same street where he once proposed to me. The night air felt different now, sharp but cleansing. For the first time in years, I wasn't walking toward someone. I was walking toward myself.